Hey Crush, here's your Wednesday video for the week. First, if you didn't see the video yesterday, if you haven't heard, we do plan on opening up Monday morning at 5 a.m. and having regular class schedule with the exception of having a 10-person limit on all classes. And a good question was brought up yesterday, or a good point was brought up, and I actually hadn't thought about it, but children would count towards those 10 people at the gym. So either A, if you can leave your children at home, please do so, or B, if you have kids. I know a lot of kids are okay running around outside and playing and staying outside the entire time. If they're not in the building, they won't count towards the 10-person limit. But obviously, we can't have them sitting up front playing video games, that kind of stuff, because it'd be hard for them to social distance from themselves or whatever the guidelines might be. They're not going to be able to accomplish that if they sit on the couch up front, so on and so forth. I understand as we come and go between classes, we're not going to be exactly 6 feet apart. I understand as we go to and from the rig, we're not going to be 6 feet apart. There will be running as we come and go to the front door. We won't be 6 feet apart. But should somebody come by and stop by and look at the gym, or for some reason drop in and they saw 4 kids sitting up front playing video games, something like that, obviously that wouldn't look good for us maintaining the social distancing. So if you can leave your kids at home, please do. If they must come, hopefully they can play outside or they can hang outside, something along those lines. But that's about the best we can do until they lift these guidelines or lift these restrictions even further. So, really quick, tomorrow's workout's pretty straightforward. We have a 30-minute EMOM, long one. This goes back to people are asking for longer workouts, so I've been giving you longer ones. This one's 30 minutes. The first one's gonna be 10 hang power snatches. The goal for this, because there's a lot of them, is that this should be 10 hang power snatches you can do unbroken. If you make it so heavy that even the third or fourth round you're breaking up into sets of 5, something like that, it's probably a little too heavy. Let's try to go something a little lighter for that. And then to that point, the next minute's gonna be 15 floor press. You have to finagle yourself under the bar and do 15 floor press. That'll probably be pretty easy. Maybe you can even do more, depends on how heavy you can get that power snatch, right? But I up the reps. And to be honest, kind of a thought in mind is that a lot of the females have trouble with floor press and bench press. They're just not built quite the same as us guys. So maybe the lighter weight 15 reps will be sufficient. And then we end with 20 jumping jacks. That's the barbell option. If you don't have a barbell, it's gonna be 10 hang power snatch with dumbbells or kettlebells, 10 per arm, and then 10 single arm floor press. So just do 10 one side and switch over to 10 the other side for the floor press. Still 20 jumping jacks. And the extra credit, there are several options. If you have a pull-up bar, do 5 sets of pull-ups, as many pull-ups as you can do without coming off the bar. I would urge you that when you feel like coming off, just hang there for a little bit and squeeze out 2 or 3 or 4 more pull-ups. Do whatever you can to get as many as you can. Rest as much as you need between sets, but do 5 sets, get as many pull-ups as you can get in those 5 sets. If you don't have a pull-up bar, if you have a barbell, you can do a barbell pullover. What that'll look like is you'll lay on a bench and you'll have your hands fairly close together, maybe about shoulder width, and you'll pick up that bar off the floor and you'll pull it over your head. And you'll put it back on the floor and pull it over your head. And you're pulling that bar, and it's really using your lats to pull that bar over your head. It's an old bodybuilding move. You can do 50 of those. I want them to be challenging though. So much like if you're doing the 5 sets of pull-ups and you're challenging yourself to get as many reps, then on your 50 reps of pullovers, they should be difficult. If you're knocking out 20 or 30 to start, either A, put more weight on. If you don't have more weight, you're doing a 20, 30 because you're just using all the weight you have and they're easy, then bump the reps up to like 75 or 100. But make it challenging so you're actually working those lat muscles. We do have Murph coming up. And we will be prepping for Murph once we get back in the gym, but we need to start working those for pull-ups for Murph. And then if you don't have a pull-up, or if you don't have a pull-up bar, or you don't have a barbell, do a 100 single arm bent over rows, about the best we can do, and still get some back exercises. That is your Wednesday workout, and we only have like 5 or 6 more days and we'll be back in the gym. See you, Crush.